Small businesses are in trouble, and it didn't just start with COVID-19. From the recession several years ago to the revolution of e-commerce giants more recently, small businesses are getting hit hard and need to come back. Tune in to Business Buzz and Business Watch. It's 2 shows in one, hosted by Frank Hellring. We'll help your small business bounce back with best practices, guest experts, and resources that you can use to strengthen your small business. Listen Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on Voice America Business.
Who are going to talk about you exclusively. Well, I'll tell you what, this show that I've got today, it's absolutely timely. It's absolutely introspective. And I can tell you this, you better pay attention, because right now we are one of the hottest inflationary economies down the road, and I don't think it's going to change much down the road, even though you're hearing from politicians, oh, this is just transitory. Really? Have you been to the gas station lately? Have you bought some groceries? Have you even taken a look at what's happening with your merchant processing bill out there? It's going up. I'm joined today by Art Phelps. Art Phelps received his master's in fine arts in 1982. He moved to New York City to pursue his art career. While there, he was supporting himself as a tile mechanic and carpenter. When he moved to Long Island in 1988, he went to work for his brother Rob Phelps' construction company. The market crash of 1987 negatively affected the construction industry. Looking for additional revenue streams, the brothers answered a business opportunity ad in the newspaper, and they were introduced to direct sales and network marketing. Drawn to the idea of residual income, they jumped in and excelled. In 1990, Art and Rob Phelps set up the owners of Rexall, the old drugstore company, launched a direct sale company called Rexall Showcase International. Over time, their network numbered in the millions, and so did their commissions. In 2003, they launched an online company called Automatic Builder. Over the last 19 years, Automatic Builder has helped thousands of marketers from hundreds of companies build their lists and brands and achieve more with their opportunities. In late 2021, Art and Rob co-founded on March 1st, 2022. They launched Nexus Rewards. Their mission is to help millions of people all over the world save thousands of dollars on things that they're already paying for: gas, groceries, prescription medicines, car and home insurance, and much, much more. You name it, this CEO's on top of it. Rob Phelps, welcome to Business Buzz.
Hey, Frank, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and to be able to speak with your guest today about what we're offering with Nexus Rewards. So super excited to be involved with this program, because we literally are helping people where the rubber meets the road, you know, putting more cash in their pocket, getting them great discounts on everything that they're buying, whether it's gasoline, groceries, or literally anything they're buying on or offline, just saving people money and putting more money in their pockets. So very excited to be here, Frank.
Very excited to have you, Rob. I'll tell you why, because I have been spouting on this show for many, many moons that small businesses have to find a way to recover, rejuvenate, and return to profitability. And right now, that's probably becoming even more paramount, I'm sure you'd agree with me, in the midst of this incredible inflationary economy we now find ourselves in.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I cannot remember in my lifetime, and I'm up there in age, I'm 66 years old, but I cannot remember a time when things were this bad economically, when the inflation is up over 9%, and just the cost of everything is just across the board negatively impacting people. I read something the other day that even people making $250,000 a year, 1/3 of them are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I mean, that's weird, but what's even more devastating is that over 60% of the population right now is living paycheck to paycheck. And I think we've come up with some solutions for them, Frank, that they can, we've built relationships with some of the largest cashback, the most exclusive cashback companies in the world, and we're offering it to our members. We have a lot of great stuff that we give away for free that'll just help them save money. And so we got really excited about this. Late last year, we started to see, wow, this could be a very timely project to get involved with. And so after a few months of just kind of putting it together, we were just like, let's launch this thing because people need us right now. And so it's taken off. Our web growth has been phenomenal. We're seeing 1,200% month over month growth with our web traffic, and the savings are real. I mean, people are literally putting on average over $5,000 back in their pockets. So it's a year, about $400 a month is the average savings and cashback that we're able to generate for people. So yeah, we're again like super excited about it. We think we can help a lot of people. We can also help build sort of brand loyalty. I know a lot of businesses out there are looking to, retain customers and kind of keep people coming back to them. Well, so how we can help them do that is by offering a free service that they can offer to their clients, their customers, that will help save them money, get them cash back on gas and groceries. And so it's across the board. We're helping not only small businesses, but independent contractors, independent business people, as well as fundraisers and churches and organizations, generate some more cash for them, but also have them help their customers, clients, parishioners, whatever, combat inflation. And that's the number one thing that we're trying to do, is just help people survive and thrive in this economic times.
Art, I'll tell you something. I lived back during the Carter era, okay? In fact, I was in business during the Carter era. And of course, my mother ended up being a financial genius, right? Because when prime hit like 21, 22, the CD rates, the local banks were like in the 16 and 17 range, right? So all seniors out there became financial geniuses with their certificates of deposits moving around every 90 days. But now we're looking at an economy that really has gone across the board. I don't think I've seen anything like this come down the pike. And now the economists are saying to us, hey, it isn't just about inflation, it's about stagflation. And let me tell you something, we just got a real hook on that with the GDP going down a few points, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's, we can't rely on our companies to take care of us. We can't rely on our government to take care of us. We have to strike out on our own and take care of our own family and our own income and finances. So that's really our mission here, is to, help people get more bang for their buck and make life a little bit more easier to survive and as I said, thrive in this economy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Art, you're an Eastern boy, right, up there in the Northeast. I was born in Washington, D.C., so we have that incredible symbiotic camaraderie between us, because I think there's an Eastern, stigma of being born in that neck of the woods as opposed to the West Coast, right? But let's look at it from this aspect. Businesses out there right now have been hammered all the way through the pandemic, right? They've had to, contend with being shut in and shut out from their customer bases. They've had to deal with now, basically supply and demand issues with boats off both coasts, basically dropping anchor and getting rust buckets on the bottom of their hulls. And now we have a president that's saying, oh, the war in Ukraine, that's made gas prices go up accordingly. Let me tell you something. I don't believe it. I know you don't believe it, but let's look at this from a small business standpoint of view. Listen, are they really going to be in a situation where they're going to have to be forced into raising their prices, passing that on to the consumer? And God help us if Mr. Schumer gets that $1 trillion tax hike through that they're arguing on the Senate floor right now. We're even going to have an even higher inflationary economy just for small business to be able to bear that off the backs of their necks.
Yeah, it's a strange world we're living in, and like I said, we can't rely on any of these institutions to really look out for the little guy. Whether they're a small business, they don't have the monies to do the lobbying and everything and get through what they want. So it's a struggle. I mean, it really is a struggle. But fortunately, we've been able to, again, hook up with companies that have literally saved their members hundreds of millions of dollars and paid back to those members tens of millions of dollars in cash back. And so if it's an extra couple of $100 a month, that's easily accomplishable with our program. We do have a referral aspect to it that makes it even more attractive if you share it with other people. You know, you can, and we'll talk about that, I guess, in a little bit, but that you can get even more rewards, a lot more rewards. But even if you don't share it, even if you just use it, Frank, you know, you're going to see the immediate impact. And I think we have a couple of people that might call in and kind of share their stories a little bit later. But everyone wins. This is not like a sell job or I'm trying to sell anybody on joining this thing. I want to give this stuff away to people. And that's the mission of our company, is to really give away tools to help people combat inflation.
You know, all right, we're kind of up on a break, but before we go there, and we're definitely going to get into the nuts and bolts of what you're doing after the break. Small businesses have been besieged by this even before the pandemic, by rewards programs, by companies coming to them saying, hey, I'm going to get you more leads, I'm going to drive more traffic through your door. The problem is that at the end of the day, it's been averaging 9 to 11% of price point, right, at the gate for them to participate in this. And many, many times, these companies have come along and siphoned off their customer base into their world, and they played hell on wheels trying to get them back. Let me tell you something. I think there's a resistance out there in the small business community, and you use that word free. Free. Real quick, before we go to break, how'd you come up with that?
Well, again, it's obviously something that we were able to negotiate with other companies. They're vying for our business. Our audience is, people who are looking to save money and get cash back. So rather than them spending advertising dollars to promote their business models, they'll offer huge discounts to our members and cash back on the things that they're buying, just going out to dinner, whatever they do. So we got something cool here.
Art, this is exciting. You know why? Because, in an inflationary economy, you got to find an offset, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The other thing is, and it's exciting, and I've been preaching it on this show really since the day I started, that small businesses, as good as they are and their products and services, they've got to find methodology and means of coming up with alternative sources of revenue that are painless, plug and play, benefit their customers, accelerate their branding, but at the same point in time, reward that customer base to shop in other places and have that come back to them with all that effort they put out up front and have that basic residual piece come back. And my understanding is that you've got that, and we're going to go right into that and drill into that right after this break, Art. Thank you for listening to Business Buzz. This is an absolutely amazing show out there. If you're a small business, you need to wake up right now and tune in your ears, because we're really going to start drilling down here after the break. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got an incredible advertiser out there known as CaliforniaSeniorGuide.com. Listen, if you want to get involved in one of the biggest marketplaces on the face of the earth, they have 1 million eyeballs on their digital magazine just in California alone. And if you've got a product or service, you can put an 8-page ad, a quarter-page ad, a half-page ad, a full-page ad, whatever your budget is going to bear. Let me tell you something. You need to get to CaliforniaSeniorGuide.com today and leave them a message. They'll get back to you. And I can tell you something right now. You're going to be glad you did, because your product or services is going to get 1 million eyeballs on it in the next issue. Well, I am mixing it up with Art Phelps of Nexus. What an incredible platform he's put together, not just for the consumer, but also for the small business. And we're going to be right back after you hear my advertisers talk to you with more buzz for your business.
Now, back to Business Buzz.
Hey, welcome back. I'm your host live, Frank Hellring, here on Business Buzz on the Voice America Business Network. I have been mixing it up with CEO Art Phelps of Nexus, who's got an incredible mousetrap that he's put together here to help small businesses not only recover, rejuvenate, and return to profitability, but to help their customer base out at the same time. Is that right, Art?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we put together here.
You know, it's amazing. The last time I filled up my car, Art, I was watching people's eyeballs transfixed to those speedily numbers going by, right, that were going to be coming out of their pocketbook. You're telling me just in one aspect of Nexus, people are going to save on their gas?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'll give you a quick example, Frank. We have an app that helps people get cash back on gas. And initially, when you first get it, you're going to get 15 cents per gallon off whatever the sticker price is on the gasoline. When you refer others, they get 15 cents off and you get an additional 15 cents off. So if you refer 2 people, you get 30 cents off. 3 people, 45 cents off. So I've been referring people for a little while since we officially launched this thing on March 1st. And I just went to the gas station this past weekend to fill up my wife's car. And I got $12, over $12 per gallon cash back. So gas was selling for $4.29. I got $12 back on every gallon I bought. I bought just about 15 gallons, and it was like 180 bucks that I got cash back. Now, that took over time. But we have a lot of our members that are getting $1 or more cash back on every gallon they're spending. The cash goes into a wallet that you then can transfer to your bank account or to your PayPal, or if you want to, you can get an Amazon gift card. There's a lot of ways you can get the money. But I just had to go right into my bank account. So we can help people. Oh, here's the other thing. Through the referrals, you get a penny a gallon on everyone you refer for life. Every time they buy a gas, 1 cent of their gallon forever goes to you, and 0.5 cent on everyone they refer. So, I mean, that's just one aspect of what we have. Cash back on gasoline, also groceries and dining and all this other stuff. So yeah, we're helping people right, like I said, right where the rubber meets the road, right in their wallets, right away, right now, save some money on those gas prices.
You know, that consumer level savings is amazing on gas, but my understanding is it's also across the board on food, right?
Yes, sir.
Travel,
yes.
Pharmacy. You've got a lot of market sectors covered here as far as on this savings. And correct me if I'm wrong, free sign up and USDT coming back into people's bank accounts, that's unheard of, Art.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you know, a couple of companies have tried to do the free thing, and sometimes it works out great. I mean, if you look at a company like Spotify, the music streaming company, they have a free service, and they've gotten over 400 million people to download their free service and you know, use it. It's got ads in it and stuff like that, but of that, over 180 million of them upgraded to a premium service. So we're following that same business model, Frank, that we give it away for free. There's great value in it. People can see it. And a percentage of them are going to see the advantage of upgrading up to our premium membership and get even more benefits and be able to generate even more cash back for them. But I love giving away stuff for free. I absolutely love it. We all have family and friends who are, you know, they're not interested so much in a networking thing, but could we help them? Yeah. I can help my Aunt Dorothy save a lot of money on gasoline and groceries and shopping and everything. And she doesn't have to pay anything for that. I say, hey, just enroll for free in Nexus. You'll start experiencing savings today, right now, on everything that you're buying.
Art, let's drill down a little bit. I own a small business with my lovely wife. We have a medical aesthetic practice in Yorba Linda. We got probably 1,500 very high-end clients, you know, that we've had since 2013. And let me tell you something, they spend money for gas and groceries and travel and just like anybody else. Everybody across the board is being hit with this. So if I'm a small business, which I am, and I want to reward my customer base, how do I go about doing that?
Well, you simply create an account with Nexus Rewards, and then you can share that. You'll get a beautiful website, beautiful web page. It's got videos that explain everything on it. It's really state of the art. I think it's one of the most beautiful websites I've ever seen out there. You're going to get your own replicated version of that. And when you share that with other people, they can enroll for free or as paid members, up to them, under you. And our computer tracking, you use this 21st century referral tracking so that they'll get rewards and you'll get rewards for referring them to Nexus Rewards. So you can create a free account in minutes and have your link that you can then share with other people, and they can enroll under you. And when they win, you know, the old business model in networking and kind of referral marketing was that the only way you could win, Frank, is by other people losing. Other people would have to spend money for you to make money. With our business model, we don't make money when people spend money. We make money when people save money. So we enroll people, they start saving money, they start using the apps, we get paid. So it's a completely different paradigm shift from the old days of whatever, Amway or whoever was the networking thing, where people would have to come in and buy hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars worth of products in order to make money. So of course people didn't want to share that with friends and family, because they're like, oh, I got to go tap my aunt for $1,000 so I can make 300 in commissions. Now I can make those commissions by letting her use stuff for free. It's a completely different business model.
Now, prior to this show, you so graciously created one of these incredible landing pages for this show, right?
Yes, sir.
That landing page is shop, S-H-O-P, and A-N-D, saves.info. That's shop, S-H-O-P, and saves, plural, S-A-V-E-S.info. So if you want to learn more about this upfront and personal, go to that link, and you'll get that landing page that Art just talked about. Well, let me say this to you, Art. This is very intriguing. I'll tell you why. Because I have been saying on this show, really since its inception, that small businesses got to find a way to increase their methodology, application, and performance in reaching their customer base to bind them closer together, because these e-predators like Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, you name it, are going in and extracting customers and profits out of those clenched fists of those CRMs of small business every day that goes by. Would you agree with that, Art?
Absolutely. 100%. We've got some retail businesses, small businesses, retails. We have these, we call them delis here in New York. And I know there's just or bodegas or whatever, but these guys, they're pretty smart. What they did is they made up like a little card, and on the like little business cards, marketing cards, and it says, get free gas, get save on gas, groceries, and everything you buy online, offline. And it has their Nexus website on it. And they just set them up on the counter. And as people come in, hey, take one of these, take one of these. They go home, they visit the website, they sign up. So, I mean, there's ways that that anyone really can share this very, very comfortably with people. Do a service for their customers and clients that, it's above and beyond. Just by our relationship, you're going to save some money. We're going to help you save some money on some gas and groceries and just about everything else that you're doing. And it could be quite significant.
Art, if I say to you B2B, you know what that means, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I say B2C to you, you know what that means too, right?
Business to customer.
You bet. What's interesting is I've gotten business to competition sometimes. I go, oy vey, I got a lot of work to do. Listen, Art, I've been saying for a number of years that B2C is probably the most misunderstood aspect of the business community in the small business realm, because eBay, these predators out here, Amazons, they have gone to town on that B2C, and small businesses have kind of gotten sleep at the switch, right? Mm-hmm. But the way they can recover and get an advantage against these predators is by sending this link that we just talked about out to their customer base and drawing that customer base closer in and getting them to shop. But let's take it another step. If I say to you in marketing, what's the greatest marketing idea ever? You would say with me, word of mouth, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
that's built more MLMs than you could shake a stick at, right?
Yeah. Well, a satisfied customer is going to spread the word. Doesn't matter what it is. A great new restaurant, of course you want to talk about it. You want to share your experiences with people, you know, good movie, whatever it is. So word of mouth is, I mean, and you also, there's a trust factor there, Frank, that doesn't exist in a cold market. You know, nobody believes anything anybody says these days. But if it's coming from someone that you trust, yeah, you got a shot at the belief
Which
level.
leads us right into the next aspect of marketing, which is referred lead, right?
Yes, sir.
That's where the customer gets excited, very happy with you, and they tell somebody else. But
Right.
guess what? I'd like to take it another level. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Merchant endorsed referral.
Yes.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Does your platform have the capability of that small business, me being a small business, walking next door to my dry cleaners, walking over here to my consignment store, walking down here in my mall to the guy that puts out the incredible water, et cetera, and said, hey, how'd you like to get involved in something where you not only can reward your customer base, tie them closer to you, put your brand before them more often, and more importantly, every single time they shop, you get paid. Is that doable, Art?
Yeah. And like you said in the beginning, Frank, in 2003, my brother and I launched a company called automaticbuilder.com. That company has been helping thousands and thousands of people from all walks of life to build their brands online, okay, and get more customers and get more referrals, get more signups, get everything. So when we built the landing pages for Nexus Rewards, we purposely wanted to create a place where the user could brand themselves. And even on our company website, it says recommended by at the bottom. And that's something that you would fill in. Recommended by, you put in your company name. You got a photo of your business or yourself or whatever you want, you can put that in. So we help businesses build their brand by giving them tools that will co-brand them with Nexus Rewards. So it's very doable, Frank. Very, very doable.
Let me paint a picture for you, okay? Let's just break it down into brass tacks. Let's say I have 1,000 customers, and I go out and I tell this to 6 other businesses, and they got 1,000 customers too, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they all sign up to this, I just increase my customer reach by 6,000, right? So my 1,000 I've got plus their 6.
Correct.
If those 6 get excited, right, and they go out and find 6 other businesses, my customer reach just jumped to 42,000.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you're going to get, the cool thing about the way we've set it up is you'll get paid on those levels of referrals. You know, everyone you refer, that's level 1. The lion's share always goes to the person who's doing the referring, right? So you can absolutely out earn me. You know, I think I've referred like 100 people so far to this, not many. You know, I don't have that reach of businesses and stuff, but we have people who've referred way more than I have, and we're really just getting it started. So, but I could see how people could have 1,000 referrals, very easily have 1,000 referrals with this program, because you're pretty much just giving it away to people.
Yeah,
And
I'm,
then
just,
as they in
I'm
turn,
just saying from an aspect, let's make this simple for small business to get excited, right? Because that's my whole game here. If I've got 1,000 customers, I've landed in the lapse of 6 other businesses with the same. They do it another, you know, outreach and bring in another 6. Now we're at 42, right? You know what happens if those 6 go out and get 6?
yeah,
It reaches to 258,000.
correct.
258,000. See, I am out to put out a terminology out there called customer base expansion. Can you get behind that?
Yeah,
See,
absolutely.
Amazon cannot compete with that. The reason why they can't compete with it is because they're not at the ground level. They're not boots on the ground out there. They're nothing more than product, discount, convenience, getting it to your front door, but they don't do that interpersonal relationship or intercommunication with the customers. The small business does, though. So I see this exponential, and I see this creating customer convergence. I see B2C becoming customer convergence with Nexus. What do you see?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the ability, and that's what really drew me to this industry in the first place, was 2 things. One, the residual income that can keep coming in month after month, week after week, whatever. And then also that concept of leverage that you're talking about, where you can introduce it to a few who introduce it to a few who introduce it to a few, and the next thing you have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that you're getting a small piece on whatever they're doing. You're getting an override on all of that. Sort of the franchising concept, but it's beyond one level. Ray Kroc, the Ray Kroc family, gets a piece of every French fry that's bought worldwide. Who doesn't want to be Ray Kroc? Of course, right? So, but what we're doing is we're empowering people to create a little mini franchise here.
Couldn't agree with you more. We got to move to another break here, unfortunately, Art, but we're going to be right back, and we're going to be really drilling into this as far as what customers are really saving on this. We're going to take a quick break here. You're listening to Business Buzz with Frank Hellring live on Voice America Business Network, brought to you now by, well, I've been mixing it up with Art Phelps, Nexus. We're talking about incredible savings at the consumer level, but also an incredible amount of revenue that can go driving into our small businesses all over America and beyond. And we're going to be right back. I'm your host, Frank Hellring, live now on Business Watch. This is the segment of the show where we open up the phone lines in Phoenix and allow you, my listening audience, to call in live and mix it up with me or my incredible guest today, Art Phelps. So you need to pick up the phone and dial 866-472-5790. That's 866-472-5790, and you can be on live with me on Business Watch right now. Well, we already got a live call in out there. Hey, Joyce, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing today?
Great. Welcome to Business Watch. Do you have a question or a comment for either myself or my incredible guest, Art Phelps of Nexus?
Well, I wanted to call and talk to Art and tell him how amazing his program is. I've been with Nexus Rewards now for almost 2 months. I'm a home health therapist, and I drive a lot from home to home. And my first 2 months, I've gotten cash back $96.96.
On gas?
Yes.
Wow.
In just 2 months. And then I also went on the Benefit Hub, and I checked out car insurance, and I'm saving over $100 a month switching from Liberty Mutual to Farmers, and they walked me through everything and allowed me to be able to save on my car insurance. And I am a business owner. I was looking for small business in May, and I joined in June, and it's well worth paying under $300 a year for my small business for my tax write-off, and I get to save on gas, which I need to buy anyway. So thank you, Art.
You know, Joyce, in California, that $96 and change would be one fill-up out here in California with our gas prices, so I can really relate to that. Now, you're a small business owner, correct?
Well, I am now because I joined with the premium membership.
Oh, okay, right. You took the upgrade, right? Art, you want to say a little bit about that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations, Joyce. I'm glad you're enjoying all the savings and discounts and the rewards. You know, our premium membership, people can get, it's a one-time $10 setup fee, and it's $21.95 a month. Of course, as Joyce said, it's completely tax deductible because you're basically becoming an independent contractor with us. But the thing is, we actually pay our premium members $10 a month for everyone they refer. And then it goes on from there. That's just the tip of the iceberg, because as they start to refer others, you're going to earn on that. And so we've got a great program that really most of the money in the upgrade, like 80%, gets paid out to the members. So Joyce is having great success, and so many other people are as well. So again, that's an optional upgrade for people if they want to take it. There's just more money, more benefits that are available to them. So it's awesome to see that. I mean, $100 a month on car insurance, going from one brand to the other. Joyce didn't have to shop it. She basically we have like a VIP service. You just connect with them. They'll shop everything around. They'll give you different offers. And it's not like sending you to some rinky-dink company. I mean, she went from Travelers to Farmers. Those are huge brand names. And she's saving over $100 a month, $1,200 a year. I mean, come on, that's crazy. That's awesome. So great job, Joyce.
Yeah, that's 12 fill-ups in California, Joyce. Joyce, let me ask you a question. Yeah, we did a little copy on the front end of the show where we talked about this being an incredible tool and vehicle for small businesses to put this out to their customer base. Can you see where that would get you pretty excited about getting out there talking to small business?
It's a win-win-win. And for people when I go to the pump, and I'm honestly filling up at least once a day, maybe every other day, I drive that much. And for these people, like, you know, like Art said, they're just filling up the tank and they're like, is it ever going to stop? And I'm like, hey, let me share this with you. I'm saving 25 cents on gas today, cash back each gallon. And they're like, what? And if they say I already have the gas app, I say, yeah, but you have these apps. And they're like, what? There's more apps. So I'm super excited just to be able to help people, get them signed up for free, and just to be able to spread the word, because there's a lot of hurting people out there right now.
Well, Joyce, congratulations on becoming a big part of Nexus and the movement that's going across this nation and probably globally as well. Thank you so much for calling into Business Watch. You don't be a stranger, okay?
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Hey, Art, that's really solid testimony there, my friend. Not only have you got a gal that's saving money, she's now working with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like you were talking about. Yeah, you were talking about earlier, you know, referral marketing, right? When you have a good deal, of course you want to share it with people. And that's exactly what we have.
Yep, we got another live call in here, Art. We got a Dr. Lorette Willis. How you doing? Welcome to Business Watch.
Thank you so much, Frank. I'm glad to be here today. I'm excited about Nexus Rewards. I need to say I'm not a medical doctor, nor do I play one on television, but I have a doctorate in theology. We have an international ministry. And what I like about Nexus Rewards is the ability to share this with others and letting them know that you can earn when others save, not when they spend, but when they save. And it's kind of like what Joyce was talking about there. I mean, that's amazing. She's saving $1,200 a year on her insurance, and then also the gas and the groceries. So it's a very easy thing to let people know about. It's a gift. It really is. It's a gift that you can give others, and you're giving yourself at the same time.
Doctor, let me ask you a question. You mentioned you're in ministry. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I talk a lot about nonprofits on this show where I say basically, you know, the only difference between a profit and a nonprofit company is the word non, right? You still have all the expenses running, you know, on a business. But let me ask you a question. How valuable would this be to put this out to your donor base? Or how valuable would this be for you to turn around and get in league with other nonprofits and help them do the same?
I think it's a genius idea. I really do. I like what you said also about customer-based expansion. It's that focus on the customer. It's the focus on the parishioner. It's the focus on the person who's paying at the pump and in the grocery store. But, yeah, it's a gift that you can give others. And when they do the premium membership, which is super smart, you know, we have a saying, you know, friends don't let friends go free. But the thing is, you can go free if you want to, certainly, but there's so much more benefit when people just invest just a little bit every month, and they're going to be saving hundreds. I mean, $21.95, are you kidding me? And they're saving hundreds and hundreds, and when others join you, it's $10 per person that goes to you. This is a very lucrative business model, and I'll just let you know my tent making, as the Bible would say. You know, Paul was a tent maker on the side to help support his ministry. I've done networking the last 25 years as a way to support our ministry without asking for donations. That's just how we roll. And I have found that this is the only program I've ever done where we will only earn when others save. And I'd just like to mention a quote that occurred to me a little bit ago from Archimedes. He had said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world. And you know what occurred to me? Savings and cashback could be the lever on the Nexus Rewards fulcrum. I believe will move the world.
It also could be the salvation for the current inflationary economy we are now finding ourselves in, Doctor. So, listen, thank you so much for calling into Business Watch. It's really gratifying to see now 2 guests here, Art, working with you. This is really fabulous.
Yeah, Yeah, we have literally thousands of members that have joined us in the short time since we launched on March 1st, when we officially launched this thing, and I believe, Frank, that literally millions and millions of people are going to hear about this. They're going to get involved with it, just because it's such a great deal for literally everyone, and so. But there is a first mover's advantage. Obviously, all those people don't know about us yet. I mean, less than 1% of the entire population even knows that we exist. Way less than probably 1/10 of 1%. So, but with speakers like, with people like Dr. Lorette Willis and Joyce Harris and all the other fantastic members that we have, the word is getting out there, and we're going to continue to get it out there and just make everyone aware. I can't say how we can keep this a secret, Frank.
Well, you're making an avid effort on my show today, because Voice America has 3.5 million listening ears tuned into this network every single month. And being a headliner show, I assure you, you're going to get some really nice buzz, using terminology that I'm very familiar with, off this radio program. So let me say this to you, Art. And we're moving towards the end of the show. I'll tell you what I'm excited about with this. It's not just the USA we're talking about here, right? Small business is all over the world, Art. Mm-hmm. You know, one of the visions that I have for this particular move that I'm creating here with Voice America is to have BIZZBUZZ Canada, BIZZBUZZ Mexico, BIZZBUZZ Australia, BIZZBUZZ Philippines. All we need is a talk show host and a couple of sponsors, and we're there. Am I hearing from you, and I'd love to work with you on this, that Nexus is going to be global?
Nexus is global, Frank. Some of our products are available in 70, 80 countries, even countries they're not available in. We can do business in, and people in over 160 countries can join us and market into the countries that we are open in. So it's a global opportunity. If people know people anywhere in the world, they can share it with them, share some of the benefits with them, and also the ability for them to earn additional revenue with us. So we're a global company, and that's our desire, is to reach people, help people all over the world.
Can I kick in a marketing idea to you? Just kind of popped in my head.
Absolutely.
Have you been to a mall lately?
Not real recent, but I have been to. Yeah, I have, with my wife.
How many empty parking spaces do you see? And more importantly, you look over in the parking structure, and it looks like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, and the number of stores has dramatically decreased in those malls, and the traffic is down. A lot of people are shopping online, and I get that. But Frank, one of the great things we do is we give cashback on Amazon. So wherever you're shopping, whether it's Amazon, Walmart online, or in the store, we're going to help you get cash back everywhere, everything that you're doing.
What I'm thinking is, what if we approach mall owners, right? Because, you got malls closing down all over the country right now. And with an inflationary economy, I don't think it's going to get any better. I do live events, Art. I'm actually a live talk show host for Voice America here in California. Voice America basically just appointed me to that. I would love to do a live event with you in a mall that was maybe hurting, right? And we pre-market every single store in there to get out there, get interviewed by me, do MP4 video, really class it up, spend the whole doggone day in there, and sign up thousands of customers. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, man. I think that's what we're going to do. Listen, we're moving right now, unfortunately, to the end of the show. Is there anything else you'd like to say about Nexus?
Only that I would say, check it out. I mean, you got nothing to lose here. It's a totally free program that you can join. You will win. You will benefit by getting to Nexus.
I love it. If you want to find out more, just simply go to that link, which is shop, SHOPANDSAVES, plural, saves.info, and you're going to find out way more about Nexus than I came across on this show. Well, Art, thanks so much for joining me, and thank you, my listening audience, for tuning in to Business Buzz today. If you'd like to be a guest or you have a business that needs to elevate your brand and expand your reach, you can reach us toll-free, 877-3-NOWBUZ, or go to my landing page, BIZZBUZZ, BIZZBUZZ.LIVE. Well, next week, you definitely want to tune into the show. I have got Bill Harris coming on this show. He is a motivator's motivator known all over the world, incredibly gifted speaker, incredibly gifted businessman, really hard to get on a radio show, but he's going to be with me for a whole hour next week. So you need to tune in to Business Buzz and Business Watch next week, because I'm going to have Bill Harris, an incredible mouthpiece, to put out an incredible message to you, my small business listening audience. The buzz factor of your business is what we seek to increase week in, week out. Tune in next week as we bring more guests and resources to make your business buzz.
Thanks for tuning in Business Watch and Business Buzz with Frank Hellring. We'll be back next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 a.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Business Channel. We hope to have you join us again next time for some more terrific ways to revitalize your small business.